Hey guys, today we are talking about our workouts and how to use our workouts to manage our cortisol. This is a heavy topic, and I literally just finished a nice walk and I'm sitting in the park and it's on my mind. I'm going to share it with you authentically. Yes, there is a cost to exercise. And don't worry, it's not a bad thing, but exercise, if we don't incorporate enough rest and restoration, and if we're not sleeping well, and if we're not eating right, exercise is just another thing that we add to what us physiologists call total stress load. And the key here is to minimize stress load, and we don't differentiate, especially in a lot of chronic cases where somebody's endocrine function is really off. But let's keep this in the context of how you're going to manage cortisol. The easiest way I could explain this is you need to move your body, period, and we know that all the benefits of exercise far outweigh some of the costs, but with this group, I want to take it a step further because I truly believe you can totally increase your performance and just up your game as a woman and shine if you are managing the way that you exercise. I did give you a 2-week workout calendar, and if you notice in there, it's designed in a certain way where you have a strength training day and then more of a HIIT style day, and then you have a day built in there for yoga. There's a reason for that, okay? The best way I could break this down without, again, boring you with a ton of science is I like to explain this as exercise is yin and yang. And you gotta have both. You're gonna have your yin days and you're gonna have your yang days. You're gonna have workouts even where you're gonna do yin and yang in the same workout. So let me explain that to you. A yin workout is restorative in nature. A yin workout really taps into your body's ability to use your cardiovascular system and reach what we call a steady state. In that state of exercise, everything is just absolutely moving along like the most well-oiled piece of machinery ever created. We take in just enough oxygen to get to those working muscles. Nothing's too taxing, and in steady state, we can actually notice that our breathing rate is pretty normalized. And even though our heart rate goes up, it's up but steady. So, and yin workouts don't even have to be in steady state, but a long walk in nature is probably one of the best examples of a yin workout. Your body experiences so many benefits from being in nature that it ultimately will manage your cortisol levels. So I always prescribe long walks in nature if somebody is way overstressed. It's my first go-to as far as workouts are concerned. Other examples of yin workouts, some forms of yoga, not Bikram, not Ashtanga, but more of a vinyasa, slow, less flow kind of yoga. Again, more of a like Kundalini yoga, slower tempo where the heart rate isn't going up. Another example of a yin workout is just simply doing some foam rolling, some stretching. For some of us who are avid runners, here's where it gets tricky. Running can be yin and yang, but if you are a lifelong runner and you go out for an easy run and you keep your mileage lower, so if you're a marathoner, going out for a 3 to 5 mile run is yin. If the most you ever ran in your whole life was 4 miles, then running is very yang for you. So it just depends on who you are. Examples of yang workouts, obviously strength training, HIIT style workouts, sprints, Tabatas, anything where you're jolting the heart rate up and then bringing it back down, jolting it up, bringing it back down, where you don't have a lot of rest time and you're working up a sweat, you can feel your breathing rate go up. That's a wonderful thing. We can actually use that to acutely treat spiked cortisol, and I will explain that when I get into an example in another day's coaching about I'll actually give you a workout to do, a yang workout to control cortisol acutely. So anything where you get your heart rate up, 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 that's going to be yang. So what do you need? You need both. Okay, you can't go yang, yang, yang. I know, because I've done it to myself, and you can put yourself into adrenal fatigue. So for every yang, you've got to have a yin, right? Every time you go hard yang workout, even within the workout, you can recover with yin time. Foam rolling, stretching at the end, that's great. You have a hard strength day. The next day, you do HIIT. The next day after that, you may strength train hard again. Then you need to recover. Take a day off or do some yoga. Does that make sense? And that's going to manage your cortisol over the long run. But you can't blast day in, day out, especially you runners. For runners, it's so important that you manage your run time with some walks in nature, and I urge you, just avoid the treadmill at all costs. That is a total cortisol overload. I could do a whole training on that. As runners, we need to be running outside. Even when the conditions suck, it's still going to be better than being on the treadmill. So, for workouts, it's yin, it's yang, and that's going to perfectly manage your cortisol levels. Hope that was helpful. Peace out, guys.